Alright, back with another video. Today's video, I'm doing a sound test. Ensoniq ASR-10 versus MPC X sound test. So, I've got a sample here that I made. I made this sample myself on the MPC X. And I'll probably do a video about that, about how to make samples on the X. Because the X is very good for like sample making. It's got a lot of sounds on it. And you can bounce to sample, and it's got a lot of audio capabilities. So probably gonna do a video on that as well after. But for now, I'm just gonna concentrate on this video. So we got a sample here. I'm gonna do two samples. I'm gonna do a drum sample, just a drum loop, and this loop here. Okay, so I'll just play this quickly. So that's the sample loop that I made. And this is the drum loop. So first of all, I'm going to sample into the ASR-10. I'm going to sample both the drum loop and the sample into the ASR-10 first. Okay, so now we're with the ASR-10. So first we want to select the sample rate. So there's two choices with the ASR-10. You got 44K and you got 30K. So we're going to sample in 44K. We're sampling in stereo, so we want to press this sample button here. It brings up this page, recording source. Our input is dry, and as you can see there, it says left and right, which is a stereo input. So now we press yes. Pick sample instrument. We just press 1 for sample instrument 1. Here, this is the arm page here. This is the threshold, this star. So we just move this down. And we press yes to arm. So we press yes. First, we're going to do the drum loop. So let's go ahead and play the drum loop. Press yes or no to stop the recording. So now it's asking to play a root key, so we just play C3. So that's the drum loop. So next, we're going to sample the sample that I made earlier on the MPC X. So let's just get that. So, same again. Sample. Stereo. Press yes. Pick sample instrument. This time we'll pick 2. Okay. Make sure the yellow light is on. Okay. To pick your instrument. To make sure that that's the instrument that it records to. So, we arm the sample by pressing yes. And we'll go ahead and play the sample. Okay, so now play root key or enter. Definitely sounds warmer than coming out of the PC. Definitely. So let's play the drum sample again. As you can hear, the drum sample sounds pretty deep as well. Sounds a bit more lo-fi slightly, but thicker sound. Okay, so now we're gonna skip over to the MPC X, and we're gonna take these two samples into the MPC X, and then we're gonna compare the two. So now we're with the MPC X. Again, we're sampling a stereo output. So first we're gonna start with the drum loop. So let me just play it again for you. So as you can see, all the levels are set correctly. So now I'm about to take that sample. So obviously, first of all, to sample in an MPC X, what you need to do is just press the sampler button, okay? It's underneath the screen. So you press the sampler button. Now we're about to arm the sampler. So we just press arm. And now we're gonna play the sample. As soon as that stops, press the stop button and play that. As you can hear it right there, sounds pretty much the same as what's coming out of the computer, to be honest with you. Not really much difference at all. So we'll just keep that. So next, we're gonna sample the sample that I made earlier. So let's just grab that, play that. So again, press the arm and we'll press record. Okay, so we can play that. Sounds pretty much the same as what's coming out of the computer. There's no extra warmth added to it. It does sound good, but not like the ASR. The ASR, I think, sounds a bit more warm. It's got more texture to the sound and stuff like that. You can hear it slightly, and the sound, it just naturally sounds thicker coming from the ASR. The X, in my opinion, sounds pretty much like the computer. It's not much different from the computer sound that comes out of the computer. So again, we just keep that sample, and that goes straight into the audio pool when you press keep here. So we're gonna press keep, and there you go. It goes straight into the audio pool right there. Okay. So we've got both the samples recorded now into both machines, into the X and into the ASR-10. So now I'm gonna play both samples from the X, and I'm gonna play both samples from the ASR from this position right here, okay? So first, this is the X right here. This is the drum sample. Okay, so now I'm gonna play the ASR drum sample. You can hear the difference. The ASR doesn't sound as high end as the MPC X. Like the top end sounds cut down on the ASR. I'll play it again. So that's the ASR. Now this is the MPC X. Okay, so you can hear the difference. So now I'm going to play the sample. First, I'm going to play it from the X. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to play that same sample from the ASR-10. Can you hear the difference? I can hear the difference. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the difference on the video, but I can hear the difference here. There is a slight difference. Like with drums, they sound like they've got more top end on the MPC X than the ASR-10. The ASR-10 sounds a bit more lo-fi, slightly, even though it's still 16-bit, 44. I sampled at 44.1 kilohertz, as you saw. So I'm sampling in both machines at the same rate, and they do sound slightly different, definitely. The Akai has got more high end, the Ensoniq more low end, most definitely. Okay, so now we're at the ASR-10. I'm gonna let you hear both machines from this position now. So first I'm gonna play the drum loop from the ASR-10. Here we go. Now we're gonna play the drum loop from the MPC X. Okay, one more time. I'm gonna play the ASR-10 drum loop. Here we go. Okay, so now we're gonna play the MPC X, the drum loop, one more time. Okay, so now we're gonna skip over and we're gonna play the sample now. So here we go. Okay, so now we're gonna play it from the MPC X. I think it's got more top end on the X. It's definitely got more top end on the sample as well. We play it again. I'm gonna play it again from the X. Here we go. Now, again from the ASR-10. As you can hear, there is slight differences in the sound. So, both sound good though. Both machines sound brilliant. I love the ASR-10, the way the ASR-10 sounds. It's well renowned for the sound of it, so we already know. But the way the MPC X works, it really does work similar to an ASR. So I'm loving the X. X is a great machine as well. But right now, I could show you just a couple of effects. Let's press the effects button here. We've got reverb here. You hear that? The effects are really good on the ASR-10. I'm not gonna lie, they're really good. And the filters are really good too. Let's check out a couple of the filters. This is a low pass filter. I think there's 3 filters in total on the ASR-10. 4. You got combinations of filters on this. But yeah, let's skip back over to the MPC X. We'll see what's going on over there. So now we're back at the X. I've put both of them samples into a program on a pad each, just so I can show you and just skip through some of the filters. So if we go to the envelope page here, second one is the filter page. So let's just select this. Yeah. So as you know already, the MPC X has got lots more filters on it than the ASR. The ASR's only got 4 filters, but they're actual combinations of filters. So there's 2 filters in each setting, and you can control both of them at the same time. So basically it has 8 filters, but it has 4 pairs. This, I don't know how many filters this has got, but it's probably got about 15 to 20 different filters. Yeah. So again, I'm just gonna play the samples one more time and let you decide for yourselves which one you think sounds better. And you can decide. So here we go again from the MPC X. I'm gonna play the sample first. Now we're gonna play the drum loop. Now we're gonna go to the ASR and play the drum loop first. As you can hear, it's got more of a deeper sound. I don't know if you can actually hear it, but it's got more of a deeper, lo-fi sound, thicker sound. Let me play the sample now. Now the X. Now the drum loop from the X. Now the drum loop from the ASR. as you can hear, it sounds like it's got less top end on it, on the ASR. But it is what it is. That's how samplers are. They all have their different flavor. They've all got their different sound. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Peace out.